What's up guys, Noah from Template FC here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use our baseball uniform builder mockup templates for Photoshop. Probably the most customizable baseball templates you can get for Photoshop. We have the normal 6 different views. Of course, our recent modification, you can pick the views you want, so maybe you just want front and back. You can just select those, or maybe if you just want the front right, you can come to this first option, click it, select the baseball templates, and then select front right. That's how that works. And then we also have a bunch of individual hat mockups, depending on what you're looking for. If you want to customize the hats like thoroughly, you can get this, but there are customizable hat options with this template. They're just obviously a little bit smaller to fit on the uniform. So if you buy, say, all 6 of these, you'll get 6 zip files that you can unzip and customize. I've unzipped one, just the front view, and that's because these are very big, 600 megabytes. And that's because they're essentially 4 templates in one. So you're gonna wanna keep a copy of the original and then maybe modify the template as you work on it. And I'll explain that kind of as we go, I guess. But if we open that in Photoshop, let me tell you about the 4 templates that are here. Because it's a curved hat, a flat hat, a normal fit, and a tight fit. Now, I think I'm going to be covering a tutorial on just the hat. So just to give you a quick rundown on the hat, let me hide the body, open up the curved hat, and I'm going to hide the avatar just for explaining this. So the hat options are also abundant, but we have our logos folder, which feature the logo on the front and the sides, as you can see here. If we open this up, you can see there's a bunch of different styles for the stitching and the 3D look and texture. So that's something that you can play around with. Then we have the fun part, which is the backs. So we have the back folder, and you can see we have fitted back, a strap back, or snap back. And that's for all of these. Now the full hat templates also have a mesh option. So like the back of the hat will be mesh, kind of like a trucker hat, if that makes sense. And then the other option we have is for the front panel. You can see the standard one has the seam running down, which you'll notice the logo is not bothered by. The logo's on its own lighting. But if you don't want that seam, you can come to the seamless panel and get a seamless front. So those are some of the customization options. Obviously, you can add a front design, a brim design. There's labels in the inside that you can add designs to. The same goes with the flat front. Now, for this one in particular, you can't see the back because of the way the flat brim works on the front view. But for all the other views, you can also do the same customization. But let's go back to the curved hat. Let me zoom out here and show you the fits. So we have a normal fit, and I'm gonna go ahead real fast and hide the avatars for explanation purposes. There's one in both undershirts, one not in the undershirt, so there's 3 in the shirt category, and then there's one in the normal pants, and then obviously one in each hat. So keep that in mind, they're labeled with a pink color. So this is no avatar. This is the curved hat with the normal fit. So this is kind of what we see as the major league look, more professional look, kind of the traditional baggy style. But we also have the tight fit. So this is one that's more modern. It kind of looks to us like a college style more so, especially if you pair it with the flat hat. This is more of like what college teams look like in our opinion. So those are your 2 fit styles, and this is why I say you can customize the files to your liking, essentially. Where if you just want to work with the normal fit, you can delete the tight fit and then save a lot of space on your document instead of having all these options selected. Now, if you're like me and you want to see everything in different options, you can start with everything checked and then delete when you're finished, or create a copy that you're working in that has stuff deleted. But you can delete stuff like this, just always save an original copy. And the reason why they're together, if you're wondering, like, why don't you just make them separate to save space? It's because the smart objects are linked, so you can see how each other how the design looks on both styles, essentially. Before we get to that though, I want to show you a few of the customization options for these. So if we open up the shirt, the first things we have are in pink, which is where the avatar was, but it's undershirt 1 and undershirt 2. So undershirt 1 is just your normal kind of undershirt. Undershirt 2 is like a cold weather undershirt. Let me hide that avatar. And you can also not have an undershirt. So those are your 3 options. On the tight fit, they look slightly different. So you can see the undershirt has shorter sleeves on this one. So that's the standard. This is the cold weather. And you can see the sleeves are rolled up rather than just being cut off short, and then no sleeves. And then for the jersey itself, if I hide all these smart objects, you can see we have pinstripe option, which also goes to the sleeves. Trim, which colors like the collared bits, the trim outline, and then the neck outline. So these are just kind of your traditional baseball designs that you'll see. So we have those pre-arranged for you. And obviously you can do the buttons as well. If we move on to the pants though, we have 2 pants options for each of these. And let me actually hide that because it's gonna bother me. So we have your normal pants, so your long pants. And you can see those come with the shoe option, so you can hide the shoes or show the shoes and change the shoe color. You also have your socks. So if you don't have the shoes, you can just do socks, maybe make those white. Or you can hide them on this one. For the rolled pants, you can't actually do that. The socks are always there, which we'll actually go to now. So let's move on to the rolled pants. So it's the same options minus hiding the socks, but you can hide the shoes and just have the socks. And also the pants have the pinstripe option as well. So we could add that to the pants. And those are the 2 pants options. Now the same thing goes for the tight fit. Obviously they look just slightly different. So tighter pants each way. But when you're actually going to create stuff, so let me create a cheeky design, I guess. And let's go create the colors first, because the colors won't update for both, but the smart object designs will. So I'm gonna make let's say my own version of like the Yankees kind of setup. So we're gonna go white base. We can keep the black socks, the black belt. Maybe we do actually a blue belt just to be fun. Black pinstripes. And let's go to the shirt, white base, no sleeves, black pinstripes. And actually we'll be fun and add an outline, which the Yankees don't typically have. They just have the pinstripes. So let's do that. And then let me hide the tight fit and do this on the normal fit as well. So we're doing the rolled pants for this guy too. Pinstripes, let's do blue belt. You can keep the sock design. And let's go to shirt, white base, no sleeves, pinstripes, neck trim and neck outline and trim outline, black. And let's go ahead, we'll hide the sleeves designs too then. Let's actually do that for the tight fit as well. Hide the tight fit again. And let's just open the front design. And this will be the only thing we modify. So there's a grid here. I'm gonna hide that grid. I'm gonna press Command H to hide the guide for now. And we don't need this or that. And we're gonna make the logo black with no stroke. And let me just add the Template FC logo. I'm gonna go like kinda like this. Let me bring the guide back up. I think somewhere right there should work, like over the left chest. Let's save that and see what that placement looks like. Pretty good. So you can see there's our design. Nice. Let's see what it looks like with the tight fit. Nice. So you can see it updates that design for both the tight fit and the normal fit. And that's why they're together in the same file. So you can go back and forth and see which one you like better. And maybe you say, I think the tight fit looks better for this design or what I'm doing. Let's go ahead and just delete the normal fit and work with the tight fit. So that's kind of why it's set up this way. And all the smart objects are linked. So if we change the socks, it would change the socks for both. The only thing that's limited is the color. But the same does not go for the hat. The hats will be different because they're their own separate files. So keep that in mind. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial showing you how to use the baseball builder templates. If you want to get them, they'll be linked in the description, as well as the baseball hat templates. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one. Peace.